about when I built Chesley's house was. Do you know?
Yeah, the reason I asked about that Hopkinton place, I know a lady there who lives there. Oh, okay, we're gonna begin here, today is, what's the day? What's today?
Today is the 5th.
May 5th, 2026. This is the Town of Webster Planning Board. We have a quorum here, so let's go around and take attendance.
Adam Walk.
Dean Lamprin.
Ben Nato.
Craig Fournier,
Susan Youngs.
And Russell Tatro.
okay? The first case is PB 2601, site plan review for David Martinez for furniture repair, home business, 609 Tyler Road. You wanna address that? Tell us what you're doing and...
Sure, so I've got so I've been doing furniture refinishing for many years, too many years. And, moved up here in October. One of the reasons I moved here is because there's a great big beautiful barn with 2 workshops on the property. And I said, oh, okay.
That's great.
And so, moved in here and found out shortly thereafter that before I got into business, I needed to get approved all over. So last month, we were at the zoning board and got that approved, so that's good. And now I'm here hoping that, you all will see your way clear to let me do my business.
Are you planning on having any, you're gonna put out a sign and have people come to your building?
So I understand that I do have, after the zoning board meeting, that I could put up a sign, and I was going to put up a sign. I'm a by appointment kind of business. I don't have people just dropping in.
Okay.
And honestly, I do maybe 12 to 15 projects a year, and that's a busy year. So, it's not like, you're not gonna see a lot of traffic going
Okay.
down Tyler Road to come to my
Yeah.
building, and there's never more than 1 car at a time there as far as business goes.
Okay, that's fine. If you put up a sign, I would just say that, make it tasteful, you know. Make it
I'll
tasteful.
do my very best. Actually, given the idea that you guys are gonna be good to me, the sign would look very much like my business card.
Oh, that's
I'm
nice.
more than happy to pass some of these around.
That looks lovely.
Yeah, it looks lovely.
So you have one of those, yeah.
So there's really no safety issues, noise issues, light issues?
I mean,
Anybody
all of
else
my
want-
tools, all
want
my
one to keep?
electric tools are in my shop.
Oh, yeah.
So, nobody hears it outside of the shop. I've
Yeah.
got, dust collection, I mean, that's the biggest hazard.
Yeah.
A couple of bottles of stain and
Well,
varnish.
Generally speaking, I think that the board, I don't wanna speak for everybody, but I think we support home businesses like yours.
I'm glad.
Is there any other comments?
No?
Sounds-
You're in Ruben's old barn?
Yeah. I believe so.
Yes, sir.
I didn't know Ruben, but
It's all good.
he, if that was him that put the shops in, God bless him.
That
He
was
did a good
him.
job.
Yep.
Got 2 shops downstairs, which worked out great, and then I've got a man cave upstairs.
Yeah.
That worked out really good.
Did you recently put in ventilation or something, or has that been there?
We put in, after we moved in, we put in a whole house generator, and then in the barn, we
Yeah.
put a heat pump. So
Oh,
I've got
okay.
air conditioning and heating to the shops, because you can't
Yeah.
do woodwork if your
If-
temperatures are too low or too high.
Yeah. Driving by, I thought, wait, is that new? Is that it?
It is.
So, I have no issue.
Okay.
No, it's all good.
Somebody wanna make a motion
Make a
here?
motion to approve the,
I just wanted to point out some things.
Yes.
oh, yeah, sorry.
The ZBA for the sign requirements suggested it be 4x8.
It doesn't, that's the maximum,
Unlikely to go that
maximum.
big.
the maximum.
The maximum would be 4x8. And they also suggested that the hours of operation be 8 PM, or 8 AM to 6 PM. So I don't know, we should include that motion so that we're
That's,
consistent with the ZBA.
that's,
All right, I'll make a motion to approve the site plan with the stipulation that any signage is less than 4 by 8 feet, and that the open hours are generally no longer than 8 AM to 6, what did you say?
To 6 PM.
6 PM.
Will that work for you?
I'll make do.
Well, I'm just.
I don't usually work after 6 anyway,
Yeah.
except on a rare night when I'm getting way behind. I'll go out
Yeah,
there.
yeah, but so.
But you can
There'll
work
be no
it.
traffic.
Yeah,
going
you
in.
would
Right,
work there.
but,
You
but
just-
say like somebody wanted to pick something up at 8 or something, which, and I don't have a problem with that at all, so I'm just pointing it out if it's A-okay, or if you don't have.
I can work anything out.
Okay.
I'm pretty flexible. so
All
it's
right,
not a
yeah.
problem. I work at home, so I'm pretty
Yeah,
flexible.
yeah, oh, I know, it's all good. It's
But yeah,
good.
no, that's not a problem.
Yeah, that's cool, yeah.
Okay, I'll second the motion. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Aye. We're done.
Thank you very much.
And I'll get you
That was easy.
letter, And then I'll get you that driveway permit too.
Actually, I have this copy you gave me. That's any good with one more signature.
Do we have somebody on the planning board wants to sign the driveway permit?
I'll sign it.
Emmett already signed it, so.
Is it a new driveway? or-
No, it's a gravel driveway, and it's just a mess, so we're gonna pave it.
Oh, let's-
Asphalt.
Oh, sorry.
Do you want, I got the plan here. Yeah, I got the plan right here.
You're just gonna pave the.
Just what exists is going to be paved, that's the property, if you
Yeah,
want
I
to see.
got one right in front of me here.
Should be in there.
Yeah.
Okay,
All right.
And
you
Rob
very
was
much for
gonna
that.
swing by and sign it tomorrow, but Rob Walensky was gonna swing by and sign it tomorrow. He already looked at it.
okay.
Thank you all very much.
Yeah, you're
Yeah.
welcome, good luck.
Thank you. Stop by, I'll do some furniture for you.
I'm more interested in the man cave.
Come on up.
Yeah, and does that have Budweiser?
I got music in there, I got beer, I got, you guys, that's it. We'll have fun.
That sounds good.
By appointment only. And not after 6.
Can we amend those hours?
Goodbye, thank you very much.
Is that your cup?
Oh, yeah. I get home and go, where's my coffee? Thanks, all.
Take it easy.
Yeah, thank you.
All right.
Welcome to town, sir.
Thank you.
Emmett, David. Nice to meet you both.
We're over in the.
Oh, I know.
Tyler, you know what's on, you figured it out already?
I know where you're at.
I figured I wouldn't be around here long before I could figure out what it was.
Yeah, thank you.
All right, thank you.
All right.
All right, next item is master plan update, transportation chapter review.
I had a question about it.
Sure.
I think I remember early on when we were starting this, that there was some discussion of wanting to make it shorter. Seems to me that this is an awfully long chapter,
It is an awfully long chapter.
and that a lot of it is kind of repetitive.
Correct. So maybe that's one thing I can work on with you, and we can go through it maybe with Emmett, and we can see what we can X out. 'Cause
Right, I
s-
think, if I remember right, a lot of it repeats itself.
Right,
Yep.
a lot of it is going over like what a class 5 road is, what a class 6 road is. And I don't know if we really need
Yeah.
3 paragraphs on what each type of road is.
Isn't that in the state specs? I mean, you can
Correct.
reference it in the state specs.
I mean, the
we could shorten
executive
that up,
summary.
But, you know, a class 5 road is maintained by the town, a class 6 road is.
Yeah, cut.
I think it might be easier just to put down which ones are class 5, which ones are class 6, and just to have
Yeah.
A list.
a brief list in there, of which one's
That
which.
would be helpful, yes.
And then maybe a 1 sentence describing what that means, like, class 5 roads are town maintained roads, you know.
Right, and now we have the class 6 emergency lane, and that, I don't even think that's in there yet.
No, that is not in there. And we won't be able to have a full discussion on this tonight because Chief Adams wasn't able to make it because he had another engagement. So I think the big things to talk about is what the plan is going forward and just conceptualize what we feel
Well,
Webster's gonna need for roads and road
Oh.
infrastructure.
yeah, maybe you can address what you see going down the road, the future, in terms of needs for roads and maintenance of the roads and stuff like
Well, there's the every year thing, is you ditching and you grading, are you talking about replacing, construction, where are you going? There's a lot of area there. I mean, we're overdoing some roads that were done.
Well, I think one of the things that we could do
Well, go ahead.
to be helpful is we can go through the list of the bridges that have been done and what hasn't been done. Like, for example, this report says that White Plains Road still needs to be done, but that's now in good condition. And I know I've talked with Emmett before, you said the one on Deer Meadow Road's getting to the point where it's gonna be needing replacement, correct? Down the line?
You talking at the clubhouse?
No, I'm talking near the
The big
boss, the big
culvert.
culvert.
Oh, the culvert down at Cummins Pit, yeah, that's
Yeah.
gotta be replaced at some time
Okay.
in the
'Cause I
near
think-
future.
I think that's gonna be like one of the next big projects in the master plan that we're probably gonna wanna get done in the next 10 years. Maybe it can last a little bit longer, you're the one who knows more than I do, but,
Well, not more than 10 years, probably 3 or 4, maybe.
so that's,
Where is this culvert?
It's at the brook, you go down over the hill and there's a gentleman on the right that says Spencer on the mailbox. And then the way you used to go into Cummins Pit that Johnny Little owns now,
Oh, right,
right there at the brook,
oh, right, okay.
that culvert pipe there,
Oh, okay, I
the
got,
bottom.
yeah, I know where that
the
is.
bottom of it's all the culverts that Addie replaced 25 years ago are all the minerals in the water. We've replaced most of them with plastic pipe.
Uh-huh.
What's the status on the bridge by the clubhouse?
It keeps passing the state. It's still an E2 bridge.
Yeah,
We cleaned it all off yesterday. I don't get down underneath them, that's not
No.
that's above my pay grade.
I was gonna say, some of the things that were discussed in the previous master plan objectives were like developing an RMS system, like a road management system. I don't know if we're going and a pavement inventory to see where the conditions are, which I think we have done with the pavement. Cause I think we just had the, Central New Hampshire Planning Commission recently come out and take a look at the pavement conditions in town. I think it was last year or the year before that. And we have a new and updated map on that. And I think the other objectives that we've been doing pretty well is we have members represented on the TAC committee and the Central New Hampshire Planning Commission to make sure we're getting into being able to have our fingers in the pot for putting projects in Webster up for consideration. For example, when we're talking about the stop sign at Long Street that they're proposing, that was part of the TAC committee. And something I brought forward because Emmett and the chief had been saying that it was a bad intersection, so I said, why don't I ask the TAC committee? So I asked them.
Which one?
Transportation.
No, which stop sign?
Long
At Calvin's
Street
old
and Battle
store.
Street.
On
Oh,
Battle Street.
it is so hard to turn left from Long Street down to
Yeah.
So
127.
they're talking about turning it into an all-way stop sign. And which will hopefully alleviate the problem and then cleaning up the intersection and just making it a clean four-way stop as opposed to this.
Yeah,
Yeah,
What are they gonna do, a 4-way stop?
correct.
yeah.
It's really a three-way stop, but, cause there's that little tail
And
of the
then
road.
they proposed a lane heading north to go on, you know,
You could go right onto Long
go
Street.
right
Yeah.
from
Long
Long
Street.
Street, then you come down to a four-way stop. So, basically for people like you that got a tractor trailer.
Yeah, well, that
To come out to a
corner's-
stop. they
That's
will
why
make-
I don't wanna
Yeah.
see Allen Road to just cars only on that, cause that's how I go in and I go out. And that intersection is dangerous. I don't know about the 3-way stop thing, I gotta think about that, I guess, for a minute. Taken. If that, I don't, there's a pole, I think, in the middle of that.
Yes, there is, right,
Yep.
yes.
Nothing they can do with anything with that, as far as putting one on each side of the road to keep the wire up and then take that center right out of that thing. Wouldn't be too bad, would help, but And again, coming the other direct, I don't know, that's kind of a bad intersection.
Well, people coming south do not slow to the
No, they
speed
don't.
limit.
They don't.
I have
They
more than
don't.
once almost
You're
been hit by
correct.
somebody coming flying up over there after I've looked and looked and I,
Yeah.
Yeah, when I leave the greenhouse or the shop, I go down Pleasant Street and around the other way, it's a little bit longer, but it's like,
yeah, less scary.
Oh, yeah.
Try to get around that with a triaxle low bed.
I
You
bet.
think your car is bad.
Oh, wow.
yeah, you gotta go all the
I
way
gotta go
over
the
into
other
the
side.
Calgary's parking
Yeah.
lot, and then there's always a car or two
Yeah.
over there, it's
Yeah,
hard.
yeah,
there.
that's getting, so with those lilac bushes hanging off the side, which I get the guy probably don't wanna cut them, you know, I get that. And, but that, it would be cool if they could do something with the middle of that. Take that pole out and maybe fix that or do something with it. And I don't know if Dave Richardson would be,
I think
give up a
they're-
little bit or not on his side.
I think they're planning that. My son was the engineer for that initially, he isn't anymore, but, the people at Calgary's they will not, with the right of way.
Oh, yeah, they don't have any room.
There won't be
No,
any parking
no,
vehicles.
they don't have
and
room.
who knows how
Yeah.
close they'll go to the
Yeah.
house as far as those bushes. The
Yeah.
right of way, the print, when the state came here the other day, last month.
Yeah.
You see the right of way is a lot wider than what you would imagine it
Yeah.
is, so.
Yeah, no, I get that. I know what's, you know, it's just one of them things that's the way it was when the buggies were out.
Yep.
Well, if they did take that that little islandy thing out, it could make the
Oh, it may-
intersection
and if they
much-
could maybe buy a little chunk of land off Dave to help move it a little bit would be even better.
Well, I think they are planning to
I think
remove
they're
the
planning,
island.
the plan they showed was a pretty good sweep around there.
Yeah.
It wasn't any kind of sharp turn.
Yeah.
They were
because right-
taking bigger vehicles and trucks into account, I think, when
Oh, yeah.
when he gave the presentation on
Yeah.
it, yeah.
Cause right now, when you come, if there's a car stopped at the stop sign, headed towards the Veterans Memorial, and you come around there with a truck, with a trailer on the back, I mean,
Yeah.
there's that much of a drop off, and the trailer's way over where it's not supposed to be, because
Yeah.
you can't,
I gotta get over, when I come around that to get home with a low bed going that way, I have to get on the other side of
Yeah.
the road over near the mailboxes, so the ass end of that trailer is not down in the mud and around there. And then if it's loaded, not so much fun.
it's hard on the tires.
Yeah, with dual-wheel tracks in there yesterday.
Yeah. I'm sure there
Oh,
were.
yeah, down in the mud.
So, well, it would be good to get that fixed.
I think that's in the docket in 3 years, 2 or 3.
Wow, they're gonna wait that long, huh?
Yep,
Yeah, I couldn't remember what he said, I mean, he said he would, if we were good with
Yeah,
them
he said it in
continuing.
the support, but I think they're probably gonna do it around the same time as they start doing the bridge,
Okay,
I would think.
yeah.
Would they fix Tyler Road too while they're out here? Was any mention of that?
No, they did not mention. that.
Really?
When are they gonna start on that bridge? And-
I can get you the dates. I have a FAQ I made from the presentation.
I mean, is it this year?
No,
no,
I think it's in 2 years.
right, it was gonna be 30 before it was done, like 28. And
I think
then
it's a
it'll be
28 start
2-year
date.
project. There'll
And
be
my-
lights there for 2 years.
And I think they're going to shut down, do one half of the bridge at a time, so it'll be
Yeah,
one lane. And then
one lane with lights.
with lights, which is gonna be a beast in the winter.
Yep,
Would they leave the lights there in the wintertime? Cause for some reason, I'm thinking that one up in Bridgewater, cause that's a 2-year deal on that one. And they had that closed hauling chips last year up there, one lane, and then I thought, you know, I don't know for sure, but I thought we could travel on that section that they finished with no lights,
I'm
during
not
the winter.
sure. I would have to
Yeah.
double check the presentation they gave. But I don't remember off the top of my head. But I think I remember them saying they were gonna close it with a light, like Dean was saying. I think that's my recollection.
That's gonna be mean wintertime.
Well, I think it's gonna be
Oh,
mean,
yeah,
because how
that's-
fast
that's
people come
right.
around that
John
corner,
Clark
so.
is coming down that hill.
Yeah, you pick up speed going down.
Especially with a load of wood.
Yeah.
How fast are you going down the bottom of the hill there?
I don't, I'm usually 40. I don't let that thing roll, but it would, if you let it go.
Right.
You know, if it was 2 in the morning, I'd let it rip, probably be doing 70. at the
20
bottom.
ton of dirt, I start right at Chucky's and I get right to
Yeah.
20 miles an hour. And
Yeah.
I come down over that hill in 15-speed truck in 6 gear on that, because if something's on that bridge, which I've seen it before,
Correct.
or the kids are coming across the street here from the school,
Yep,
it's hard. I mean, you gotta start at Chucky's up the top
Yeah.
of the hill, get everything
Yeah.
into gear,
yeah, just let it go.
and
Easy.
just let that.
Keep putting the brakes on.
Yeah.
I'm curious in the maps, at what point does something that is listed as a private road, I mean, some of these, that are on here are pretty much non-existent
Right,
now. I don't know.
Which page is that on, dear?
Toward the end, I'm just thinking, you know, like Dublin Lane, well, it is still in existence part of the way, but it
It's
is.
not a road.
That and, along the river in the floodplain, no name,
well, those roads really don't ever go away, because
okay, there's still,
there's still easement access to them and all that, they're still public right of ways for the public ones. I had a debate with somebody about that recently, somebody was posting no trespassing to their horses, and I'm like, well, if it's on one of the public roads,
yeah.
from the old, you know,
Yeah, but how does that work? If it's an old class 6 road and it's thrown up, it revolves back to the property owner, correct, Adam?
I believe half of it does.
To the center, each
Yes.
property owner.
Yeah.
Unless you own on both
Because I'm
sides.
thinking Dublin
Yeah,
Lane
you
has
own
gotten
both
more and
sides,
more
you own
grown
the
up
road.
over the,
Right.
since we
Yeah,
bought our
but,
land.
so,
But if somebody wants to log up through there, if they own land behind there, it's still a right of way
yeah,
correct.
yeah,
for the property owners, but
Way
it's not
back.
open to
public,
the public.
correct.
I mean, but it's open for, like, people to walk, isn't it?
Private land.
And that's-
Okay, well,
I'm not certain
I
on that
mean-
one, cause it's the same thing with,
I own
Garrish
half of
Road.
Province Road on my sister-in-law's property, which is the field on the corner. I have permission to go across hers to get mine, so
You got
it's
permission
in the
to-
deed. It's
You
written-
gotta get permission.
Well, my deed, it's right in my deed to the property that you have from
Access.
the, it's Nelson property back then.
But that gives you permission, not everybody in town.
Exactly.
Correct.
but at least for now, it's still open, right? Like Dublin Lane.
I have been years, it's been a long time since I walked up in there.
I mean, hunters regularly park and go back in that way,
Yeah, if it's not posted,
not posted. So, what else are we gonna try to,
Well,
anything?
that's up to the board, and what you feel like this town's gonna need in the future, or what objectives do you wanna put for transportation?
One of the things that it says we're supposedly trying to do is promote multimodal transportation, support safe walking and bicycling
Oh,
where
that's just-
appropriate.
That's
I
just
don't think-
fancy for buses and bicycles and
None of that. I mean,
mopeds and all that.
there are very few places where it is, I mean, on the roads that aren't used that much, but it is not pedestrian friendly, pretty much anywhere.
no, not just this town, but a lot of towns, but now
Yeah.
you got 11 and 12 and 13-year-old kids with no helmets on them e-bikes.
Yep.
And you're going down the hill at 30 miles an hour in the pickup, and they're passing you on the right, because them bikes
Right.
will go 40 miles an hour.
Or those scooters, we've
Yeah.
got somebody going up and down our road on a
Yeah.
scooter, no
And-
helmet,
And,
like
um,
the,
Yeah.
but it's motorized. Oh, well,
Well, no,
We had
that's,
to pedal when we were kids.
well, that's something to talk about with the police chief when he's here in Emmett, if Emmett comes back next month.
Yeah, 'cause
About ways we can address that, or ideas,
like, what is legal?
what is legal. And maybe that's something we put in the master plan, that's something we wanna try to research and develop, to come up with ways to address these newer modes of transportation, to make sure they're following safety rules and not being a hazard to the traveling public.
And that's all well and good, and it's just like a speed limit sign.
Yeah.
And I have a good working relationship with the police department we have in town. But all the rules and regulations you put in place and all the signs you're up is only as good as the people that have not as good, I'm saying this wrong, not as, it, for the people that you have to monitor it. It takes a lot
It does.
to,
Yeah.
I mean, if they're not out there, which they're out there as much as they can be with the staff that they have, but you can have everything in place, but if you don't have the people to
To
watch
enforce
it,
it, yeah.
is,
I just was curious, I just looked it up, and in
I
fact,
check?
yes, New Hampshire law requires children under 16 years of age to wear a helmet while riding a bicycle on public ways. I was just curious.
even a regular pedal bike,
Yep.
Yep. Yep.
They don't require it for motorcyclists, but they require
I
it for
know.
kids.
That's where this.
But it's like kids have to wear
Sure, no, yeah, I get
seatbelts
it.
and
Right,
adults
kids have to wear
don't.
seatbelts too, yeah, that's true, so.
Well, one of the things that in the master plan that I think, something we could address, and I don't know if the objective's still relevant, I think it is to develop policies and how we address any larger subdivision like the Olivers. It would have been helpful to have some policies in place and how we do the roads and how we do the HOAs and what are the requirements for the town when we have something that's a multi-lot development and how to address the street.
So what about like, back, what was it, a month ago, I was in, that your new building inspector had something going on a private road, correct? What,
So he's gonna come.
there's some things there that we probably should.
Yeah, we're gonna
get-
talk about that next month with Matt,
Okay, yeah,
because I think that's one of the.
get things clear,
Get things clear, I agree.
yes. That would be nice.
yeah, fair for all, not
Yeah,
just
yeah, yeah,
one,
yeah, that's
Right.
what I mean,
correct?
yes, yes.
Yeah, you'll set a precedent and then you talk.
Well, it would involve some changes to some rules to, I know nobody wants additional permitting, but it's really hard to go in after the fact when nobody had to get a permit in the first place. And even if it's just a zoning compliance permit where we just send our inspector out to go take a look at it, measure the footprints, it would avoid situations like the Cravers, where they received bad information in the office and they built it too close to the property line. Cause then we'd have the inspector go out to make sure whatever was gonna be put in was in the right footprint. They just stake it out like Emmett does with the driveways. You stake out where the building's gonna go, you measure the setbacks, and then you give it the all clear. And I think that makes it a lot easier to make sure things are developed in a way that is better and we have a general better idea of what's going on. And then we can get rid of the property inventory forms, which would also be nice. But that's a whole separate can of worms that I think we'll discuss next meeting.
Did they get, the Olivers get all their paperwork all done for you?
It's not done yet, I'm still waiting for the finalized HOA agreement. So I told them, once you have it signed, you can either have recorded at the registry of deeds, and I'll see it recorded, then I'll record the subdivision, or you bring it to my office and I'll take it with me with the subdivision to get it recorded. Either way is sufficient.
But they haven't got it
They
done.
haven't done it, they said they're still working with the lawyer to finalize it. I had an update from them last month on it.
And then we be sending that to our town lawyer just to go
Correct,
over it
I'm gonna,
and
right
see?
before it sends in, I'm gonna make sure it's sufficient before we send it.
Okay. Yeah,
Cause that's one of the big things. I mean, I think the Olivers mean well, but
oh yeah,
you don't know what's gonna happen 50, 60 years down the line,
well, or 10,
or 10.
if they get fighting, they
Right,
could
true.
start selling out.
Right.
So, that's what, I guess that, whatever, I'm good. It just-
He's looking to buy a skid steer right now.
Is he?
Well, maybe this is a chapter we need to think on a little bit more too.
He's gonna be in for a rude awakening going down over that hill. Sorry. Right, Susan?
Well, is there any other comments?
Not that I can think
Are we done here?
of. Do we wanna move on? We wanna move on.
Let's
At
move
least for
on.
now. I mean, traffic, all the traffic numbers and all of that and the
It needs to get
accidents, all of
updated.
that
I'm
is
gonna have to
just,
work with the chief and Emmett to
Right.
work on road conditions and updating the numbers for what condition the roads are in. And then I will have to work with the chief to update the numbers of crashes and stuff like that, and we'll pull that together.
Minimal, luckily.
Hopefully.
Pretty much
But it's
is.
a good idea to keep track of where the crashes are happening,
Yeah.
because then you can kind of focus on those areas, because those are the ones that likely need the most attention. Okay, I think the next thing is minutes. I hope they don't look terrible.
I wasn't here, so I'm going to.
Abstain?
Abstain. But I read them because I wanted to know what happened when I was gone.
Well, then there's that one really short set of minutes. I think it's included in it. Oh, wait, no, I didn't include it, because you don't have to approve it, because there aren't actually meeting minutes. Because we didn't have a meeting.
That's right, because
No,
Yeah, I just made a
it was the
placeholder.
weather.
I just made a placeholder that says, on this date, that was supposed to be a planning board meeting, no meeting was held because of the weather. So there's not a gap in the meeting minutes in the file. And when people go back and like, why wasn't something happening? Oh yeah, we canceled it.
Did you hear back from DeBello?
That's just exactly what I was just gonna ask.
Yeah.
I cannot discuss
Okay,
Okay.
some of
Okay.
that situation.
okay.
He did put another permit into the state, and I'm called the engineer and left a message. I'm hoping to get an update on where that is.
Okay.
I move that we approve the minutes as written.
Second.
All in favor?
I,
Aye. All opposed?
And then I do wanna request a brief non-public on the reviewing of legal advice from the attorney.
Okay.
I'll need a motion and a roll call vote. We don't do non-publics very often, it's
Yeah.
not something the planning board usually
Oh, so
does.
we want a motion to go into non-public.
So we need a motion to go into non-public under 91A, I think it's I.
All right, I move that we go into non-public session according to the sections.
I'll put it in.
Yeah.
Second.
And second, Suzanne, we need a roll call
All in
vote.
favor?
I.
Aye.
All opposed?
And we did that at 7:03. I'm gonna go turn off the recording. And I mean, you don't have to report if you're curious, this is not.
Oh, I don't wanna get in the middle of nothing I don't need to know about.
That's right. You got a good reason to leave.
Yeah, we're gonna talk about atomic bombs and missiles and stuff.